Good morning everyone, and welcome to this morning yoga flow. So in this 20-minute class we will wake up our body and wake up our mind and get us ready for this day. So yeah, I hope you found your mat and you're all ready to go. So we're gonna start this morning laying on our backs. So please lay down, your feet a little wider apart, let your feet fall out. Arms by your side, palms facing up. And then maybe because it's the morning and we just woke up, maybe just not close your eyes because we don't want to fall back asleep. But if that feels more comfortable for you, then please close your eyes. And just start this morning by finding your breath. Maybe you feel your breath in your belly, expanding on the inhale and retracting on the exhale. Maybe you feel your rib cage moving or your chest going up and down. Maybe you can also notice the air going in and out through your nostrils. Just notice wherever in your body you feel your breath. And just be aware. You don't have to change your breath. You just notice. How is my breath feeling this morning? And just follow your breath for a moment. And slowly you start to control your breath. You're making equal inhales and exhales through your nose. Slow inhale and slow exhale. And from here you move your hips to the right side of your mat. You stretch your feet out again and you stretch your feet out to the left corner of your mat. Your arms go overhead and they go to the left corner as well. So you come into this banana shape and you're stretching up the whole right side of your body. And if you feel like you need a deeper stretch, then move your right foot over your left ankle. And with your right hand, you can grab your left wrist. So then in this position, you're stretching a little bit more. And just breathe here for a moment. Focus on your breathing. Two more breaths on this side. You're breathing in and out through your nose. And slowly release and hop your hips over to the left side of the mat. I'm going to go for the other side. So the feet are going to the right and your hands overhead also to the top right corner. So on this side, just first feel, how is this side feeling? How is this stretch on the left side of my body? And if you feel like you need a deeper stretch here too, then cross your left ankle over your right and with your left hand grab your right wrist. Feel how the whole left side of your body is opening up. After being asleep for around 8 hours, you're starting to wake up. Starting to wake up your muscles, your brain, your whole body. From here, you're going to come back to center. And you're going to point your toes and you stretch your arms overhead to give yourself a nice morning stretch. Inhale, stretch out. And on the exhale, release. And now bend your knees and come up to seated position. From here, you put your hands behind your sit bones, your fingers pointing back, your feet in front of you, and on an inhale, you're gonna push your hips up and you're gonna come into reverse tabletop. So you're gonna push your hips all the way up, so your hips and knees are in one line, and if your neck is fine, you can drop your head back. Keep pushing your hips up. And if you want a little more challenge here, then you're gonna lift up your right leg and you're gonna put your right ankle on top of your left knee. You flex your right foot and you're opening your right hip. So you're making a figure 4 with your legs. Hold it here. 2 more breaths. Keep pushing your hips up. And on the last exhale, you lower your hips down. You keep your legs as it is. And you start walking your left foot a little bit more in. And also your hands a little bit more to your sit bones. So you feel like you're opening up the right hip flexor a little more. Maybe push yourself a little bit closer to your legs. From here, you put your left leg down on the ground. Your right leg slides over, so your right foot is on the ground. Your right hand is still behind your sit bones and your left hand reaches up to the sky. Lengthen your spine. And on exhale, bend your left elbow and put your left elbow behind your right knee. So you come into a seated twist. You look over your right shoulder. Make sure both sit bones stay on the ground. And with every inhale, you lengthen your spine up. And on the exhale, you twist a little deeper. You really try to twist from your back. Not so much from the neck. 2 more breaths here. Slowly release. Put your legs back on the mat. Your hands back on the mat, and we go back to a reverse tabletop for the other side. So start lifting your hips up. Drop your neck if that feels comfortable, if that's okay for your neck. And just feel this position first. And then you move out to the other side. So you lift your left leg, put your left ankle on your right knee, and you open up the left hip flexor. Keep breathing here, keep pushing your hips up. 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, you slowly lower your hips down. And you walk your body a little bit more in. Maybe you walk your right foot a little bit more in to open up the left hip a little more. Keep your spine straight, chest open. Slowly lower your right foot down. Left foot goes to the mat. Left hand stays behind your sit bones. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Make a length with your spine. And then right elbow behind the left knee and come to a twist on the other side. Look over your left shoulder. See if you can twist a little deeper. One more breath. Beautiful, release. And from here, you're going to roll over your knees and come into a normal tabletop position. And from here, put your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Find your position. And on an inhale, you're going to start arching your back. You're going to look forward and up. You're going to tuck your tail out. And on an exhale, you round your back and you bring your chin to your chest. Navel goes to spine. Inhale, arch your back, look up. And exhale, make a round on your back. And go for 3 more on your own breath. Let your breath guide you. And take your time, there's no rush. When you're done, we meet each other back in tabletop. So if you're not done, finish your last round and come back to a tabletop position. And from here, you're gonna step your right foot in between your hands. And you're gonna lean forward. So your right knee is going all the way over your toes and you're gonna stretch up the left hip. Lean forward. Maybe come onto your fingertips so your chest can be open and it's not leaning on your right knee. Inhale here. And on an exhale, you stretch out your right leg and you point your toes up. You push your sit bones back to your heels. Inhale, reach forward, stretch up the left hip. And exhale, stretch out your right leg. Point your right toes up to the sky. One more, inhale. And exhale, right toes point up. Inhale, right leg comes back. In between your hands and exhale, step it back to tabletop. We're gonna go for the other side. So step your left foot in between your hands and inhale, come onto your fingertips, open your chest and lean forward. Exhale, stretch out your left leg, point your left toes up. Inhale, lean forward again, open up your right hip. Exhale, left leg stretches out. We go 2 more times. Inhale, open your chest, look forward. And exhale. Last one. Inhale to come forward. And exhale to stretch your leg out. Inhale to bring your left leg back. And step it back to tabletop. Alright. From here, again, step your right leg in front of you. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, you're going to curl your toes under. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift your left leg up. Good. Really try to push your heel down. You're really stretching up your left leg. Maybe you pulse a little. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to straighten out your right leg. So you're really pushing down your left heel to the ground. Stretch out your right leg. Keep your hips square to the front. And on an exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, stretch your right leg up again. Inhale to look forward and bend your right knee. Stretch your right leg again. And bend your right knee. Bring your left leg to the ground. And on your next inhale, you're going to reach your arms up to the sky. Look in between your hands, slow lunge. Stretch your arms up so you're not dumping all the weight onto your legs. 2 more breaths here. 1 more to really stretch your arms up. And on the exhale, you open your arms to the side and you bring your left leg a little bit in. So you come into a low warrior. Low warrior 2. You're really opening up the hips here. Look to your front hand. And reach your front hand forward, reach it forward, flip your hand open and come into a reverse. So your left hand is going to go forwards and to the front and your right hand is going to go up and over. Look to your right hand. Take 1 more breath here. And on an exhale, your right hand comes inside of your right leg and your left hand goes over. Side angle. Look to your left hand. Your left pinky is facing down so your chest is spiraling open to the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. And on your exhale, you lower your left hand down. You bring your left leg in. And your hands come back to the mat. On an inhale, your right hand reaches up to the sky. Look to your right hand and you come into a twist. So your right hand goes up and maybe a little bit back. So you really open up your chest. Don't lean on your front leg, really lift your chest. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. And put your right hand back, step your right foot back. Tabletop position. We go for the other side. So left leg in between your hands. On an inhale, curl your toes under, stretch out your right leg. Stretch it out, make little pulsations. Try to bring your heel to the ground. And on an inhale, you're gonna stretch out your front leg. Stretch out the left leg, square your hips to the front. And on the exhale, bend your left leg, look forward, open your chest. Inhale, stretch out your leg. And exhale, bend forward. Look forward. Inhale, stretch it out again, last time. And on the exhale, bend your left knee, drop your right knee to the ground. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky, low lunge, look in between your hands. Reach your arms up, arms are active. Really feel your right hip opening. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. And on the next exhale, you open your arms to the side and bring your right foot in. Low warrior 2 on the other side. Look to your front hand. Feel your hips opening, chest open. And on the next inhale, you reach your hand forward, you flip your hand open and come into a reverse. You bring your left hand over your head. Your right is going down and forward. Another 2 breaths here. Really stretch your right hand up. Left hand up, sorry. And on the exhale, you put your left hand on the inside of your left knee. And the right hand goes over your head. Pinky is facing down, you look to the palm of your hand and you really open your chest to the ceiling so you're not collapsing, you're really opening. You bring your shoulder back. 2 more breaths here. Really reach your right hand away. You're creating length from your right hip to your right fingers. And on the exhale, you put your right hand down, bring your right leg back to the middle. Inhale, left hand reaches up for a twist. Look to your left hand, open up your chest, lift your chest, and breathe here. One more. Slowly bring your left hand down. Good. From here, you're gonna step your right foot in between your hands. Feet are hip width apart. You're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna reach your arms up for Utkatasana, chair pose. Look in between your hands. Keep in this seated position. Keep pushing your sit bones down. See if you can still see your toes. If not, you have to sit a little bit more back. Look in between your hands. Hold it here. And on an inhale, you're gonna come onto your toes. Keep your hands here. Keep breathing here. Come onto your toes, a little higher. And then your next inhale. Your hands are going down and all the way up. You stretch out your legs and you're still standing on your toes and your hands are up to the ceiling. Inhale here to really reach your arms up. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart and put your heels down on the floor. With your palms together in front of your heart, you close your eyes for a moment. And just find your breath. And feel your body, feel your mind, how are you feeling right now? After this first short warm-up. So our 20 minutes are already over. I wish you all a wonderful day. Namaste.